What you got here?
Made some purchases yesterday
For
the countertops
for
the outdoor kitchen. Obviously, a dork.
Well, what if they're new? What if there's new people here? They need to know what's going on too. Here we go, guys. Look at this. Looking pretty good. We're excited. Today's gonna be a good day. We're gonna feel like we have an outdoor kitchen after today. So stick with us, okay? Let's get moving and get some stuff done. All right. So what do we got here?
Yesterday morning, we spent like 3 hours on Marketplace trying to find the right pieces of wood, and it was a lot harder than we thought it was going to be.
Yeah, we have a lot of milled wood ourselves, but nothing wide enough for a countertop. Last time we bought any milled lumber was when we bought a chunk similar to this for the inside of our cabin.
And oddly enough, we found that downstate, and I figured finding bigger slabs would be easier up here because there's just bigger trees.
Yeah, more people who mill.
And it was actually the opposite.
Yeah. So most traditional countertops are about 25 inches. The widest we were able to find is this 22 to 23 inch wide white pine. A nice gentleman by the name of Len, 90 years young, milling wood still. And still, looks like he's a pretty tough dude.
Yeah. Arv on Facebook. I found her listing, and as soon as I messaged her, she recognized us from YouTube. Like the odds in that are so small.
Yeah. So we got nabbed. We got caught. So hello to you. We did not meet you while we were there. Maybe we will meet up with you. Len is gonna maybe get some basswood from us. We'll see. We have some basswood trees. We'll see if we can help him out and work with that a little bit. Maybe get us some basswood milled up too or something.
Yeah, he had some cool carvings.
Yeah, he was carving stuff. A lot of people use basswood trees for carving, so maybe Jay will do some carving in the future too. Maybe he'll learn a thing or two. So anyway, we got this countertop going. We're gonna go smack them over there. We got two just in case one was wider or worked better. They were fairly priced. He was in the Kalkaska area, so he's less than an hour from us, and it worked out very good.
Indeed.
So let's show you what we got here going on with the outdoor kitchen. Sorry for yakking for 5 minutes, but the last video we got a lot of bracing done, a lot of little projects. We got our countertops outlined. I think we got the railing started and kind of the general shape, right, of our outdoor kitchen. We had this big old cookie rolling around. We cleaned that up. We're thinking of placing this here as kind of like a way to simplify our counter and make just a straight countertop. Instead of making an L and having to do a bunch of angles, maybe we'll just throw this on top, right?
Yeah.
Or we'll throw it over here. We'll figure it out. But we're kind of experimenting. I would like to throw one of these countertops on here and see what we have to work with. They are a little narrower than we wanted. This is a 22-inch gap from here to here. And our wood is about that width. So we're going to see if we can make this work. Maybe with a different backsplash. Or maybe, and they're also a few inches short. I think they're about 4 inches short of what we need. So we're going to modify things and make things work, right?
Yep.
So.
And we bought epoxy and urethane to do this, which is exciting. So I'm really excited to get this cleaned up.
Yeah.
And do that project.
Yeah, we'll see if we can get to that today or if we're just going to do construction today. Which one works? You can just push that off to the side.
Well, that was an easy way to get that. Sorry, I just don't want to crush my toes. Whew.
So what do you guys think? We got two giant slabs here. Like I said, almost 10 feet long, a little over 9 feet, 9'4", 9'5", and 22 inches wide, give or take. which one you like. This one has more color, character, but it's a little more rough. This one is clean, has a couple bump outs. We're probably going to set them both up there and see which one looks better, right?
Yeah, but I vote for this one.
You like the one with all the knots in it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it has a little more.
There's lots of bluing in it too.
Yeah.
Once we poly it, it would look really pretty.
Yeah, I agree. There's bluing in the other one too. But if we use the other one, we might use the other one as like cut a chunk off of it and use it as a backsplash. That's why we got two. So anyway, this piece of lumber, people ask us, well, you know, we have a sawmill, why don't we mill our own? Well, we don't have any trees that are this large in diameter.
No.
And with stuff like this, you want to have it stored properly, stickered, dried. And this has been sitting for 1.5 years, he said. So
yeah.
Unless you want to see the outdoor kitchen sit just like this for 1.5 years, you know, I think we paid $85 a piece for these. I think that's pretty fair.
I do too.
And again, it makes progress happen, and they're beautiful, and it supports the local economy. So let's go throw these up here on here and see which one we like the best.
You got it? Do you need me to help or just? I will.
Up there.
Well, this hangs over.
Is it hanging over?
Yeah. So pull it. Okay. Now push it forward just a tiny bit. There.
All right, so we're literally only talking like 2 inches. It's on the front there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Look at that. Good job, sir. Look at that. You did good. can't do that unless you put your band.
That fall out of the crack, buddy. We haven't got that whole area sorted out yet.
You get stuck in the corner. Hey. Excuse you. Don't. I just gave you a bath yesterday. I just gave you a bath.
All right, guys, what do you think? Look at that. What do you think, T? What do you think? You think we should turn the air conditioning on? That's what you want. You want the air conditioning on.
He's like, I want to see inside the cabin with the air conditioning on. Look at it.
Yeah, there we go, guys. Front looks nice, right?
Yeah.
We used a little bit nicer wood on the front. And we used nice wood either way. We just took a little more time with it. We tried to use nicer looking pieces of wood. This looks good over here. Looks good from over here too. So now we got to do the back over there.
Which should be a challenge in itself.
And I have to take the ladder down there. And I have my flip-flops on. I didn't think I was getting on the ladder today.
He's been working in flip-flops all day today, guys.
I just felt like relaxing. I didn't feel like being in shoes and sweaty all day. I think you're about 10 degrees cooler when you don't have shoes on. So, anyway.
I take my 10 degrees cooler when you don't have any clothes on either.
Yeah, I would take my shirt off, but then 87,000 subscribers would all unsubscribe at once.
You might have an episode of Naked and Afraid on Off Grid with Jay and Jed.
Now, if Jed took all her clothes off, we might get a few more subscribers. But if I took my clothes off, we have to start all over. Come here, buddy. Come here. Scout, come. You warm? You a little warm? All right.
When you have bougie off-grid dogs.
Hey guys, today's video is sponsored by Poncho. Poncho has a great lineup of shirts. I've been wearing them for a couple months now. They're stretchy, they're comfortable, they have all kinds of great features. They have these snaps on the neck collar here so we don't have to deal with tiny little buttons. They have magnetic pockets so we can keep our stuff safe and sound. They have this nice little pouch here, zipper pouch. We can put our phone, keys, or wallet in there so we know our stuff's safe. They are super comfortable. They air out nice. They're made of a nice material so we don't sweat as much. And if they do, they air out and dry out quick. They have a nice little flap here on the back so it lets some air in so we stay cool and comfortable even when the temps are up. They have a huge variety and lineup of shirts. They have short sleeve, long sleeve, flannels. They have work shirts. They have play shirts. They have fishing shirts with all kinds of awesome features. They have a sunglass holder right here in the pocket. Keep our shades nice and safe. They come with a sewn-in, built-in sunglass lens cleaner, so we have one with us at all times. All these features are great, but my favorite feature is just how comfortable they are. They have a nice fit to them. I've been wearing Poncho for a couple months. I can't tell you how many compliments I've gotten on how nice they look, how they fit good, and how they're just a really nice, sharp-looking shirt. Get a great deal on a Poncho shirt now by visiting ponchooutdoors.com. Use our discount code, and you can save a few bucks extra as well. The links are in the description box below in the first pinned comment. We'd like to thank Poncho for sponsoring this video, supporting our channel, and thank you for all these wonderful, comfortable, beautiful shirts. Oh, I almost forgot. Poncho has a great lineup of game day shirts for college football fans. Check those out as well. Find your favorite team, pick up a shirt, support them, and look good while doing it.
So what we're going to do here, guys, is put 3 boards across the back here. Kind of tie everything in together. But Jay's got to do it all from down there. I could probably do this side from here.
What is it, 9/16?
Whatever that is.
95 and a half. I'm at least coming in this way because that's one less time I have to walk up the hill. In the dirt.
And we'll get the nail. Are we using screws or nails?
Nails.
Okay.
Good.
Just don't let me fall off the edge.
I'll go to the top, right? Right. There you go. Now you're free.
Okie dokie.
Alright. Bring that around.
Mm-hmm.
Just bows up.
Getting squeezed under there.
Why? So I die? Plus, no, I can't.
You could squeeze through there.
I could.
Come on, if you want to be on Survivor, you gotta be able to squeeze through small spots.
Yeah, you guys want me to go on some reality show? Somewhere? Which reality show should I go on? Or which reality show should Ninja go on? That's about the only way I get on a show if I acted like Ninja. Ninja could go on Survivor or Big Brother.
Is that what you're gonna call yourself too on it?
Yeah.
Ninja!
Not too bad. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Looks good, huh, guys? Look at that. Finally, like, feels like a kitchen again now. It's starting to, anyway.
We're gonna maybe epoxy this tonight. I think it'd be kind of fun.
It'd be a good idea to do it, and then we can know how much we need or what we need
Yeah,
to do.
we can set this up like on the sawhorse and get a different piece of wood and just kind of like pour it on there or something. I don't know. Box this into something. I don't know how that all works. But we gotta sand this down to. I'm gonna find some pebbles to go here, some rocks from around here. Fill this in with epoxy. You gotta put a strip of caulk down there too.
Yeah. Look at that, guys. We got an outdoor kitchen.
Pretty exciting. We're gonna sand this, and tomorrow when we go to town, we'll buy an outdoor poly to put on this.
Yeah.
But sand it. A few more things. We're gonna take a break. We'll see you in 5.
What you got there?
Varathane Super Glaze Ultra Thick Clear Finish Crystal Clear Epoxy. So to do epoxy for outdoor stuff, you need to put the epoxy on and then like lightly sand it and then put an outdoor
UV protected on it.
UV protectant sealant on it. So that is what we're gonna do. It's supposed to be the best way to do it because it's outdoors, so hopefully that all works and we're not ruining it. I have no idea how long it takes. It doesn't say. It just says mix together and pour and spread, so it does not give me a time limit. If surface, let's see, applications require 1 coat, but multiple coats can be applied for an even deeper finish, which is what we have. Covers 6.2 square feet.
Yeah. One spot. Oh, that's already hot. So turn it.
We bought this at the green store. So because this is oak, it told us to do a light layer of the glaze on first because it's gonna kind of soak
the whole thing, right?
Yep.
You gotta make...
It's gonna kind of soak in a lot onto the oak, and then we have to let that cure for 4 to 5 hours and do the rest. So this is gonna be a 2-day project, part of life.
There we go.
So it says thoroughly mix. Yeah, because it just said a very light layer.
I'm sure we'll need more than this, but
yes.
I just want to see how far it goes.
Smells so badass. Beautiful. Look how pretty that's looking already.
Like, this is just going to seep into these cracks.
Yep, that's what they said. Yeah.
Well, we use the whole damn thing. We use the whole damn thing. I mean, it is what it is, right?
Yeah.
I assume when we do this, like the last time, we'll do more like that, and it'll just kind of see how it's...
Yeah, it says it like self-levels and like spreads into each other. That's what it said here. They're just doing like a really, really thin coat right now. But then it did say...
Why it's be level. So we'll also get to kind of see... this is level, but it's not like...
mixture in a single direction over the whole surface. So yeah, just keep doing what you're doing. This is just like the light thin layer. And we'll let it cure for the night and we'll do the rest.
So we're going to have to mix up a little bit more because...
Yeah. I'll Google how to like epoxy the sides. I don't know how we got to do that.
Well, as good as it gets.
Nice thin layer on this.
I mean, it's literally just soaking into the wood. But...
yeah, but maybe it's like blocking all the holes, you know?
Yeah.
That's why they said...
I'm not doing anything with this. This is going to dry, and then it's going to be hard, and then we'll just remix with it.
I don't know if you've ever done this before. Tell us here in the comments.
Maybe, like I said, maybe the trick would be to mix it and wait 5 minutes till it's a little thicker, you know? Like,
yeah.
This is good because we wanted it to kind of soak into the cracks, but once it starts to get more jelly, it won't. But maybe that's a terrible idea.
I don't know.
I would assume that would be a way better method. But
well, this has to cure for like 4 to 5 hours. It said it would do it quicker when it's warmer out, and it's like 80 out. So might do it quicker, but it'd be too late for us to do anything at that point. So we are gonna clean up all this lumber here and see what our patio set looks like that we bought, because why not? It's like a high top bar kind of situation.
High end is $139. How much was it normally?
Like $339, I think the tag said. Let's see if it's on. Let's see if it's on here still. So this is what we bought. This is from Home Depot. Stylewell Long View 3-piece counter height dining set.
And a discount over here. Originally $349, right?
So we saved
on sale for $130.
$210.
Yep. If this doesn't stay here forever, I told Jen we'll just put it over by the mini cabin, right?
Mm-hmm.
Be like a little dining table for the mini cabin. It could even go inside. No, couldn't do that. That'd be way too corny. Something a guy would do, college kid, right? Use a patio set inside his house.
Yeah. Probably any single guy.
That's probably what I would do if Jen didn't look at me like I was a complete moron.
So
let's get all this stuff out.
Clean this up.
Whew. You guys, the outdoor kitchen couldn't come at a better time because my old grill here is about to bite the bullet. We actually rebuilt it last year, like the burner tubes and the little tents or whatever they're called, little shields, and the little lighter grill bar thing that lights from one burner to the next. I had it all working good, and then all the grease in the bottom caught on fire because I hadn't cleaned it out, and just like totally destroyed everything in the bottom. So it's like barely clinging on to life. So we're gonna have to go find a really good cooking appliance of some sort. Probably gonna just put a grill in the outdoor kitchen, but we'll see. I want to do something cool. It'd be nice to grill and use wood or charcoal or something different, but just the convenience of propane is so awesome. Like, I'll be cooking in 2 minutes now, not in 20 minutes. Charcoal's good. I just never cook with charcoal. My buddies all use charcoal, and it's good when they do it. It's good stuff. So anyway, I'm going to light the grill's lit. We're going to clean that, let that burn off for a minute or two while I clean up all this lumber. We had a lot of lumber laying around. We bought a lot of lumber so we wouldn't run out and not be able to do stuff. So we have a lot of extra lumber. But we're using a lot of our own stuff, so that's good too. You right there? Mm-hmm. Come hold this for a second.
Is all this wood stuff metal too? Not like plastic or something.
It's all metal, so okay. Seems fairly well made.
Hi.
No drama. Scooter,
Come
get
here.
away from the edge, buddy.
Like, you guys don't need to stand on the edge. Look at that.
Ta-da! Moving it around 1 foot. There we go. Is this the one that's broken or the other one?
Yeah.
Look, even got like a little foot rest. Tim's coat. Such a dork. Feel like you're in a kennel or something.
You're okay. Stop. Go back in there. Mom wants to take a picture of you. Come here, Timber. There you go. Looks nice. What you got going on here?
We had volunteer spinach this year, like crazy, and now I see why. Because this is only one of like 6 that grew like crazy, and they have like little balls of seeds. There's like 10 seeds in every little ball, and there's like, look at them. That's like one little ball of seeds,
Mm-hmm.
and there's like a ball of seeds on every leaf.
Well, hooray for us.
Because we like spinach.
Mm-hmm. I think spinach grows fast, and I think spinach and green beans are stuff people plant in once they dig out the garlic, like I just did, because instead of just having an empty space,
Okay.
you plant something that will grow in like 60 days. So you have a second harvest.
Fast.
So you have like a second harvest of it.
So these green ones, I don't know if they're developed enough.
Spinach takes about 30 to 50 days to grow from seed to full maturity. So let's plant some
Yeah,
more. We got space where I just dug up the garlic.
Not really much space there.
It's just,
yeah, I guess you could pull up that collard greens. Pull that up too, unless it's got seeds on it.
well, there's more spinach right there next to it.
Yeah, I don't know if that's collard greens or spinach, but
That was spinach, I think.
the collard greens came back up from last year, and we've never eaten them. I just grow them because I like to try stuff, and then I never eat it.
It's exciting because now that we have the greenhouse, we can start stuff next spring and see how well stuff grows, and we'll know how well it's growing before we go to blocks if we have to go to blocks. We'll still go to blocks because we like it, but yeah, because we're going to try to grow as much as we can in the greenhouse. I've been saving petunia seeds from my 2 petunias in front of the door because they're really pretty, and I have probably like 1,000 from each plant because they're so tiny, and now we're going to have like 1,000 spinach seeds.
Anybody want some spinach seeds? Send us a prepaid package or envelope, and we will just put some in an envelope and send it back to you.
That's what we can start. We can start J&J's seed business. Off-grid of J&J seeds. No?
Spreading ourselves pretty thin. Syrup, YouTube, Jen's baking channel that she never makes videos for you guys because she doesn't love you.
I've made like 4, and we haven't edited them, so they're all just old now.
100 years old.
Yeah. Holy cannoli.
$100 worth of seeds.
That's like 4 or 5 packets of spinach seeds.
At least, yeah. Probably more like 10. I don't know. There's some debris in there. We'll get that. But we're going to prop. Jen's been doing good. She's been propping the bag open so it airs out. I think you're supposed to put them in paper, but we don't have paper bags, so
No.
just put them in
I've got,
there with open,
yeah.
like put them on a clip and let it hang open inside, and then they dry out still.
Here's Timber. Can you guys spot Scout? Do you see him yet? That is his favorite spot to lay in.